Hi guys, it's Stephen from Glen, and we've got a rather special little hot hatch for you today. It is the Hyundai i20N. Recently reported that Jeremy Clarkson said that this little car reignited his love for driving. So I think that's a fair bit of credibility right there. We actually own one of these. My daughter has one. She's had it for about a year, 6 months, and she absolutely loves it. And anytime I get a wee blast in it, I absolutely love it as well. Proper mechanical locking limited slip diff at the front, 200 brake horsepower, and just so much going on with the steering. And then it's got all the cool stuff. It's got like digital dash, your digital boost readouts. You can configure it all. It's a great wee toy. And if you're looking to start out with your first hot hatch, I think you'd really struggle to beat one of these. Not to mention it's also got 5-year warranty as well. So let's get a wee look around. Hi James Glen Car Sales, just let me tell you a little bit about how we happen to come by all of the stock. You see, guys, this is about 30% of our stock, and we've got 2 units, we've got next door as well and some cars outside. But the way we come by all our stock is through our own in-house car buying service. We won't buy anycar.com. There will be a link to that in the description below. So if you've got a sports or prestige vehicle and you're looking for a valuation, we would love to hear from you. As we buy the cars directly from the owners, we get the opportunity to drive them, check all the bodywork nice and thoroughly, check the service history, and just really buy the cars with a really pragmatic approach, unlike the majority of other second-hand car dealers, where they'll buy a car at auction, they'll never have the opportunity to drive it, meet the owner. Just take the time and make sure that what they're buying is as good as what they hope as good as it needs to be. And for that one reason, I think we're quite unique, and it gives us this lovely opportunity to have this great selection of really carefully selected cars. So that just gives you a bit of inside information, a wee bit of background as to how we come about the stock, which I think is very important. Let's get back to the i20N. So as we get a bit closer to the bodywork, we take the camera around a foot from the bodywork. Any closer than that and everything starts to go all blurry, but I dare say if you were here in person, you wouldn't be much closer than that anyway. So as you can see, 9,000 miles, the condition really should be pretty much as close to new as possible. There is nothing to report so far on the bonnet, the top of the bumper, the headlights, or on, that's a bit polished here, that buffed off, but certainly as far as stone chips go, there is absolutely nothing on the front of the car to report whatsoever. Oh, that one there? Nope, bit of polish. So front nice and clean, 9,000 miles as we would expect. Looking down the passenger side, again, parking dents can happen at any mileage, so we'll take a good look at the length of the passenger side. Just looking for any little parking dents, any chips or anything, but nope, she's all good. Front passenger wheel, we're on a Michelin Pilot Sport 5. Good tyre, we have these on Neves i20N as well. And as you can see, the finish on the wheels there's no damage. In fact, hold on a second guys, there is one little mark just here. It's about the size of my fingernail, just there it's been touched in. And we've also got a nice big red N branded brake calipers and a brake disc that's all nice and clean there as well. The front tyres have been fairly recently replaced, so there is lots of tread remaining. And if you look down, just take a slow walk down, allowing you to take in all the panels as we go. And we'll look down the length of the passenger side from the other end just to see if there is anything that's going to pop out, anything we've missed. But nope, all nice and clean. And while we're here, we'll get a look at the rear bumper corner. Just all the usual little bits that can pick up these scuffs and scrapes as the mileage rolls on. But nope, all good. Rear passenger wheel free from damage. And we've got the Pirelli Pizzile, which was the OEM tyre of choice when these cars were new. That's what they left the factory with. We can see we've even still got the sticker on the caliper at the back there. Keyless entry. I mean, the list on the list of options on these wee car would put a high-spec X5 to shame. It really would. You get so spoiled with the options that come standard on the i20N. Nice sporty seats with the integrated headrest. We've got the N logo embroidered into the headrest, and then we've got this little detailing down the centre of the backrest. Nice and supportive. Bit of a shame that the passenger seat doesn't have height adjustment on it, especially given the rest of the spec that it has, but that's just one little grumble. Nice set of carpet factory over mats with the N embroidered into the mats as well. This car also has the optional Bose audio system, which I can report is a really nice upgrade from the standard stereo, which is in our Neve's car, which when you turn the standard stereo up, it does start to flap a little bit, much to Neve's dismay. So Neve, no, you're not getting the speakers out of this one. Rear bench, and all in good condition with no dents or anything from baby seats. Back of the front seats all in good condition, and as we look over the door check, we can see that there's no scratch, scuffs on the plastic, and the rear door cab all in good condition as well. Moving round to the rear, so you've got look how high the spoiler is. It almost looks aftermarket. It is so cool. I absolutely love it. It's got the sun protection glass, got the black down here, and then this little black spoiler sitting loud and proud on the rear of the car. It looks so aggressive. Moving down to the back, we can see we've got a reverse camera, the big fat oval exhaust on one side, and we've got a diffuser along the rear bumper, as well as parking sensors. Set N mats, N mud flaps as well. When we look in the boot, so we've got a load liner, just ensuring that the carpet is in good condition. It's literally like new. This also has an OPF bypass pipe fitted, and we've got the original OPF here as well. Again, keep referring back to Neve's car. Neve's car has this because when you leave the OPF in, they can sound a little bit too quiet. So with that removed, even with the valved exhaust, which these cars come with, you've still got the option to have it nice and quiet, or reasonably quiet with the flap closed, but then with the OPF and the flap open, it sounds absolutely fantastic. Nice and popping, banging on the overrun and all that kind of thing. Just basically what you want from a fiery little hot hatch. So looking down the driver's side of the car, again picking up the reflections of this lovely RS3 that's sitting beside it. We can see that there is absolutely nothing to report. Rear driver's wheel free from damage. Yep. Pirelli P0, so we've got a pair of P0s on the back and Michelin Pilot Sport 5s on the front. Brake disc in good condition. And finally, just take a little gentle walk down the driver's side. While we're here, we'll take another look at the front bumper. Looking down the length of the driver's side, yes, it's absolutely perfect. And the final wheel, Michelin Pilot Sport 5. And no damage all the way right round. So one wheel on the other side has got a little mark about the size of my fingernail. So moving on to the inside, as you can see, we've got some ambient lighting in here and in the door pocket. There is going to be nowhere at 9,000 miles, but we'll have a look over all the usual points anyway. Nice sporty aluminium pedals. Plastic's all good. And we'll just look down the outer bolster on the driver's side. Again, we can see that's all absolutely as new. Compare both seats side to side. And we'll hop in. Current mileage, as we can see, 9,616 miles. Steering wheels are nice, just the right size, just the right gauge. Is it gauge or girth? What would you guys say? Let me know. But certainly, sometimes I feel steering wheels can be a bit too chunky, but this just feels nice and just feels spot on. It falls into the hand nice. We've got a 6-speed manual. The only option on an i20N, there was no automatic. Having a wee nose about the cabin here, you can see we've got the anthracite headlining, sun protection glass makes the back of the car quite dark, but all feels nice. Nice seating position, really low. Let's get it started now. Choose the car's in neutral, dip the clutch, press the start button. Got to confirm everything. So basically, the screen that you're going to want on most, I would imagine, if I can find it. Go home and then N. You can see that brings up all these sporty dials. Now these can all be configured to your liking, so rather than having throttle position, oil temp and engine temp, we can have this is boost pressure, RPM, and you've also got rev counter with a shift light as well. Oh no, sorry, that's your gear selection. And then if you're going to go on a track, you can actually select your track as well. I mean, it's like an R35 GTR, but on but the light version. And as we press these 2 N buttons, if you can imagine, these are like BMW's M buttons on the steering wheel, so these can be configured. So N2, or the one on the right, is configured to the sporty setting, which we can see is turned the electronic stability control into the sport mode. It's turned the engine up to 3, and it's put the steering up to 3 as well, which makes it feel a bit lighter. Sorry, if it feels like it makes it feel a bit heavier speed. So let's give it a little rev. And from outside the car. Whoever buys this is going to have an awful lot of fun. So down here we've got heated seats. You can also turn the parking sensors on and off. You can also put the reverse camera on there as well, and believe it or not, you can put the reverse camera on while you're driving, so you can see who is behind you. Again, I can see that being quite a bit of fun as well. So yeah, just a lovely place to be, guys. Got cruise control, lane departure, it's got voice activation. Yeah, it's just tons and tons of spec. But the main thing about this little car really is just how it drives. So let's pop the bonnet and we'll get a little look under the bonnet. This is a 1.6 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. As I mentioned earlier, it produces 200 brake horsepower, and it's a healthy 200 brake horsepower as well. But all nice and clean. Again, 9,000 miles. It really, condition really shouldn't come into it. And that is the end of the video. I hope you found that helpful. There will be a link to the actual car in the description below. If you click through, that'll take you through to a selection of images. It'll also give you details of all the spec as well. While you're on the website, if you want to send us an inquiry, you can do that by just clicking the email button, or if you want to give us a call, the phone number here is 01236 77 9000. We'd love to hear from you, and we're always happy to take your current car in part exchange, or if you would like a finance quotation, we can always work that out for you as well. As you are looking at a Hyundai i20N performance hatchback on YouTube, I'll put a link to a road test that I done a while back up here that I think you might find of interest. And also, if you would consider subscribing to our Jimmy Glen channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. That way you'll not miss any more stock updates, and you'll not miss any up and coming road tests as well. And you can do that by just clicking the logo just down here. My name's Stephen, thanks again for making it to the end of the video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.